Hello, my name is Stanislav and this is Stasser channel. In this video I would like to talk about 3D, and mostly this video will be helpful for beginners that want to start their journey in 3D but don't know which software they need to use or learn before this journey. In the background you will see the process of creation that Jake the dog from Adventure Time, which was inspired from Adventure Time animation, and this image I found on the internet. And I think this is enough for the intro. Let's start. I would like to make a small disclaimer. I'm a 3D artist which is working in game dev industry for more than 4 years, and this video is only about my opinion and my experience, so it is your decision to listen me or not to. You need to remember that there is no such thing like a 3D software for beginners. Each program will take you some time to master, and there is no need to spend time on it and find in the end that it doesn't fit your needs. That is why the best you can do for yourself at the beginning is to clarify what you want to do in a 3D. What topic or field in 3D you are interested in. For example, you want to do a 3D animation, characters, creepy creatures, stunning worlds, sci-fi weapons, or motion design for websites, social networks, platforms, etc. This clarification will be enough to find a starting point. In my opinion, there is no need to talk about every program, every 3D software which exists, so I will focus only on the most common, the most popular, and the most important software. These are 3ds Max, Maya, Cinema 4D, and Blender. They include tools for modeling, rigging, animating, sculpting, and more other. By this I mean that in this program you can create from scratch a full scene or world with some simulations, effects, characters, animate them, and then render a full video. They are quite similar, but the realization is different. For example, 3ds Max is great for architecture modeling and visualization. Maya is wonderful for animating and rigging. Cinema 4D combined with After Effects, it's an awesome tool for motion design. These divides are mostly theoretical because you still can make motion design in Maya or architecture in Cinema 3D, but just remember that if you decide to find a tutorial on YouTube about it, it can be a problem. But for example, for 3ds Max there is a lot of tutorials about visualization and architecture, so this is your decision. Blender is great for everything, and the biggest his advantage is that it is free. Have great tools for sculpting and a lot of add-ons and plugins that gives him more functions. It is mostly used by small studios or any independent artist because of these features. Unfortunately, it is not an industry standard like 3ds Max or Maya, so probably if you want to work there, you will use one of them. But if it is not your dream and you don't want to work in the industry, it is a great tool to start your 3D journey. As I said before, it has great tools for sculpting, better than other 3D softwares, but still not so good as ZBrush. And if I start talking about ZBrush, let's have a look at it. ZBrush is a software for 3D sculpting, which is something like working with the clay but on your computer. There are other programs for 3D sculpting like Mudbox or 3D Code. All of them are great for sculpting and must have if you want to make organic models, creatures or characters. For normal work with them you will need to use a graphic tablet. The most popular is ZBrush, that is an industry standard. It is using everywhere for characters, but of course you still can use for this purpose Blender, which is free. In my opinion at all you can use Blender almost for everywhere because it is the most popular and easy access software. These were the most beginner's choices software that give you the basics of understanding what is a 3D graphic. As I said before, there are a lot of 3D software. There are programs like AutoCAD, Inverter, SolidWorks and others that are created for technical modeling, or for example SketchUp for technical architectural modeling. But unfortunately I never used them, so I know nothing about them. If there are a person who watched this video and knows something about programs like this, write a few words in the comment section. It will be helpful for beginners. When you will learn one program, there is no need to limit yourself to only one software. They can be and should be combined. While learning, and in this video you will find that some programs are good in something and others are bad. For example, you cannot animate your character in programs for sculpting, and probably you will need to export your character to Maya. But on the other hand, in Maya sculpting is quite bad. That's why it is not the best idea to sculpt a character there. That's why you need to find a good way for yourself that will work the best. If I will talk about myself, I started from a 3ds Max and ZBrush. Then I was learning and working in Maya, And now my favorite everyday tools are Blender and ZBrush. Okay, let's say that you know which program you want to learn. Now let's talk about how to start. For this you need to find the software, which is probably will be on the official website, install it and find some tutorials on YouTube. And that's it. It is a weird question, but a lot of people ask it. You don't need to go to church and pray for knowledge. You just need to start working. Almost every software have plenty of tutorials in almost every language, which are mostly free and give you enough information to start. My advice is to start from a complete beginner tutorials, because mostly they describe the interface of the software and the basics of using it. Mostly that's a few videos where you are learning the software while creating a simple 3D model. For example, in Blender the most famous are donut creation videos. I suggest you to have the software in front of you and follow step-by-step tutorial while watching it. It will give you the best result. There are also videos that shows you the process of creation of something without any words, like the background you see now. These videos are for more experienced users and show you the whole process of creation, which can be useful as well. You can pause or rewatch fragments to better understand some aspects. You can follow tutorials fully or create your own models using the strategy and ideas from a video you are watching. When you will feel more comfortable in a software, I suggest you to start your own project using all knowledge you collect from tutorials. Don't forget to finish the project. It will give you the idea what you know and don't know and where you need to focus. If you will find some troubles while working, remember that the internet and YouTube always have answers. In addition to tutorials on YouTube, you can find some courses for the software you are interested in. Basically, it is a series of videos that describe and show you something for money, giving more condensed and full information than a free video. Mostly courses will give you the possibility to learn faster, spending some money. On the other hand, learning by yourself will cost you less but take more time. It is your decision to buy it or not. The prices vary from a cheap one with small tips and tricks to expensive that cover big areas like human anatomy, beginner guides, etc. The good course will cost you, but always check the authors, because there is a lot of scammers that are not so good in a topic you want to learn and gives you the same information that you can find by yourself in a free tutorial. The last thing I want to say in this video: learning the software will take you some time, but by practicing a lot you will make it faster. You need to remember that not the 3D software makes you a great artist, but skills of using the software, knowledge of basics, and understanding the project you are working on. With these words, I would like to finish this video. I also would like to ask you to leave in the comment sections your suggestions how to improve my videos if you have some. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe my channel. It will help me to become a better artist and motivate me to create more useful videos. Also, you can share this video with a person who wants to start their 3D journey but don't know how. Thank you and cheers!